Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a Titan Crystal opening, along with a bunch of other 7-star crystals. We just got the new Titan pool released today, and I've got 14 Titan crystals to open. 12 regulars, and then 2 Titan Nexus crystals. We're just going to go right into the video. Before we open the Titan crystals, I am going to be opening up some regular 7-star crystals because along with the new Titan pool, we also received the Omega Day champions in the base pool. And so there are a couple that I'm after there. The one that I really want the most, who I already have, but I'm looking for an awakening of, is a Longshot. So that would be an awesome pool. Okay, so I think I have just enough to open, I think it's 16 basic crystals. So let's go ahead and load these up, and then I think one more. Perfect. Alrighty, so I think let's go ahead and spin out 6, and then we'll pop the last 10. But some of the other champions I'm currently after. Brand new champions. We have Count Nefaria, would be awesome. Shocker is great. Still looking for quite a few champions. Prowler would be great. Hey, those are some awesome SIG levels that I need. I don't know exactly what he's at. He's about 160. Oh, no, there we go. Max level. Wow, I've been putting a lot more SIGs into him than I thought. Well, there we go. We lost a few SIGs there since he was like 185, but, that's okay. Very happy with that pull. Great start to the opening. Hopefully, all my luck isn't in these crystals. I would rather my luck be in the Titan crystals. So the next up, we have Nova. Already got Nova awakened. He doesn't mind the SIGs, though, so we'll take it. That's not too bad of a pull. All right, let's move on. Who else am I after? New champions. Omega Sentinel would be awesome as new. Another tech champion I'm after is Prowler. Let's see here. Cersei, I believe that's a first-time awakening, so not too bad. I'm not going to be using her soon, but who knows, I might rank her up eventually. Not too bad there. Who else am I after? Let's see, dupes. Photon is probably my #1 dupe. Man, there's just a lot of champions. That's a really good dupe. She doesn't need it too much, but hey, very happy with first-time awakenings, and she's at rank 3, so very happy with that one. Man, I feel like I'm wasting all my luck here. That's kind of sad. Hopefully we just have good luck with the Titans later as well. Hitmonkey, okay, I already have him awakened, and he actually just entered the base pool, so very cool. I have him up at rank 3, so we'll take more SIGs on Hitmonkey. Happy with that one as well. Man, the luck here needs to stop. I mean, if you're also going to give me luck with the Titans, I'll take it, but I feel like I'm getting too lucky here. Gladiator, not too bad. I think I just recently awakened him, so I think this is a SIG 40, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, SIG 60. Wow. So yeah, I've gotten him a few times. All right, let's go ahead and back out so we know what champions I get from this 10 pop. All right, let's hope for at least one new. Let's see, one new, please. Pop 10, and we have, okay, 0 new, but let's see. Okay, so we have a Leader Awakening, very nice. Atuma Awakening, been waiting for Atuma for so long. Falcon, Danny Moonstar, wow, Quicksilver Awakening as well. So there's another, there's one of the Omega Day pool champions. I pulled him from one of the free crystals that we got, I think, during one of these last events. But very happy with that awakening. He's also like a good prestige champ, so I may take him up now with that. All right, let's see who else we have. Mysterio, believe he was already awakened. Joe Fixit, already awakened. Red Goblin, might have been awakened, not sure. Silk, I just recently awakened her, so another one. And Domino, okay. I think that takes Domino up to SIG 200, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. But a few first-time awakenings that are very nice on the account. Very happy with the regular 7-star crystals today. Okay, Mysterio, yeah, maybe first-time awakening. Joe Fixit as well. That can't be the case. I felt like I already had him awakened. I'm not sure, though. But yeah, there's Domino at max SIGs. Very happy with that. So we got 6,000 more shards out of there. Not enough to form another crystal, but that's okay. Alrighty, on to the Titan crystals. So there's quite a few champions that I'm after from the old pools and also this new pool. I'm going to put 2 graphics up on screen here in a moment showing which champions I want with a green check mark, champions that I'm okay with, which have a gray circle, and then champions that I don't want have a red X. So let me put those up on screen. Alrighty, there we go. So we've got these pulled up here. So my 3 top pulls that I could possibly want. We have Yelena Belova. I really want to pull her, along with Nico Minoru. Those are my 2 top pulls. After them, I really want an awakening on my Jean Grey. I just took her to rank 4, and she'd be a really great pull. Alright, let's see. From this first crystal, we are getting Wow, Nico Minoru started off. That's great. If I don't pull her, or if I don't awaken her, I do have a Mystic Gem that I have been saving for her, so very happy with that. Man, amazing first pull. Let's keep the luck going. But yeah, other champions that I really want, Okoye, I still don't have, would really love her. Let's see who we get here. Okay, Carolina Dean. She's a very good champion from what I've seen, so very happy with that pull. Man, these first two pulls are very great. They both released in the same month as well. Very happy with that. All right, so there's the first two. Let's go. We'll just go like two at a time. Let's go with these next crystals. So yeah, other champions. Love Awakening on my Spider Woman. Very happy with that. Arnim Zola. Funny one because he was bugged where he wasn't in these crystals at first. So since I've opened one of these, I will get like a selector later, which will include Arnim Zola or another Titan crystal. So if I don't pull him here from any of these crystals, I'll at least be able to guarantee an awakening there, which is good. All right, next up we have, well, there you go. Okay, looks like I don't have to use that Mystic Gem. That's really good, and that's nice too, because if I use a Mystic Gem, I'd have to put signature levels into her to get her up to like say 20. But this way, she's just awakened right away. Awesome. All right, let's see if we can pull another good champion here. Let's see, other champion. Cassandra Nova I'd be happy with. Baron Zemo. Gallon Dupe would be great. Okay, there's a new champion, the Maker. Not one that I'm like super excited about, but he's got the pre-fights, which are super useful, and he's a new champion, so I'm happy with that. Alrighty, so there are the next two. We'll see if I'm able to pull like a couple of the other champions that I want. I may not open all of these crystals. I might save for the next pull. We'll just have to wait and see where we go from here. All right, let's open two more. Load them up. Let's tap this one pretty quick. See if we can pull something good here. Here we are pulling a Baron Zemo. Okay, Carolina Dean dupe. Very happy with that. I don't know too much of her abilities, but I think I'm going to take her up. I might take her up at least for Alliance War defense, maybe also Battlegrounds defense. We'll have to see how good of a defender she is. But I'm happy with that awakening. Definitely going to have to learn how to play her. Let's tap this one quickly too. Let's see what we get from this crystal. We are pulling a Baron Zemo. There we go. Very happy with that pull. I really like Baron Zemo, and I'd love to get him awakened. He's also a pretty good Prestige champion too. And now that Prestige is more important, especially for like the event quest, or the monthly event quest, I want to get as many champions as I can up to a high Prestige. So yeah, awesome. Another great two crystals there. I haven't had a single miss yet. I should knock on wood because I might have jinxed myself. But alright. So who we're after now, I still want Yelena Belova. That's one that I feel like I really need her, at least especially for Battlegrounds. I know I have good champions to fight her with, and I know how to fight her, but it'd be nice to have someone. It'd be nice to have my own Yelena for the opponent to fight. I really want that Jean Grey dupe as well, so let's see if we can get either of those here. Alright, let's go ahead and spin here, and we'll go ahead and tap. Also missing Okoye, would really love her. Alright, let's see who we're getting from this crystal. We are pulling a nice Spider-Woman dupe. I've been looking for this one too, and now that she's duped, I do want to take her up to rank 4. And now I can finally put in some Science Signature Stones that I've been saving for her. Very good pull there. Man, my luck today has been pretty good. I feel like the second half's not going to be as good, but one can hope, and maybe all the luck will be on my side. Let's see. All right, here we are pulling a right between two Yelena Belovas. That's not too bad though. I think that's a first time awakening, so very happy. I might take him up to rank 3 now. I currently have him at rank 2, and so I'm very happy with that pull as well. Just not one of the most sought after champions for my opening, but that Spider-Woman, definitely a very good pull. Alrighty, let's see here. So we're still missing Yelena, Jean Grey, and Okoye. One of those from these two crystals, please. That's what I'm after. Alright. From this crystal, we are pulling a Symbiotes, or no, Spider-Man Supreme. Not too bad though. He wasn't one that I was wanting per se, but he is a new champion, so I'm always okay with new champions. So at least we pulled him once. Not really looking to pull him a second time, knock on wood. But we'll see what happens. All right, from this next crystal, we are pulling Cassandra Nova. Okay, there's another new champion. Very happy with new champions always. So very happy with that one. Alright. I don't know too much about her yet. I know it feels like they've released a lot of mutant champions this month. Or not this month, but this year. So there just feels like there's a lot. But all good. So let's go ahead and move on to the last two normal Titan crystals. So it looks like I might end up opening everything here. Including the Titans if I'm not able to pull, Yelena, Jean Grey, or Okoye here. They've been evading me for quite some time now. Alright, let's see, from this crystal we are getting a yes! Whew! Jean Grey, there we go. So yeah, I just recently took her to rank 4. My wife actually picked her for me to take up to rank 4, so that's a phenomenal pull. I've been wanting to awaken her. There we go. Alright, so we got the only other one from my 3 most wanted is Yelena Belova. That's who I'm after. If I can pull her right here, I think I'll open at least one Titan Nexus. I might hold off on the second, depending on what we get. But let's see. Odds aren't in my favor of pulling her here, but who knows? Let's see. We are pulling a Maker Awakening. Not too bad. Not someone that I'm really going to be using, but his pre-fights can be pretty helpful. I've been pretty happy with most of my pulls, so there has to be a dud or two in there, considering how many Titan Crystals that I'm opening. Alright, so from there, very, very stoked with the Jean Grey Awakening. That's one of my most sought after pulls. And now with those passive stones, she'll really help out in a lot of matchups. With that though, let's go ahead and I feel like since the luck's been good, we have to open at least one Titan Nexus. Let's see what we can pull. Whew. Alright, so from these, top pull, definitely Yelena Belova. After her, probably Okoye. I think, yeah, probably Okoye. And then 2 runner-ups, probably a Gallon dupe and a Baron Zemo dupe. So let's see any of those 4 at least, or at least another new champion or a new dupe. Okay, we have, not the best here, an all-mutant crystal, funnily enough. As much as I want the more SIGs on Jean Grey, I think I gotta go with the Gentle Awakening. I know Gentle's pretty good on offense and defense. I just don't see the need to rank him up. And I'm not too interested in him either. So as crazy as it sounds, I just might take the SIGs on Jean Grey here. Let me see what her signature ability is so I can remember. So yeah, she wants the signature levels. It increases the length or the duration of her Neuroshock passives, which is really useful. Yeah, I think because I've got her up at rank 4 and I'm going to use her a lot more than I would ever use Gentle, we're going to go with Jean Grey here and take those extra 20 signature levels. I know it could have been worse. I could have gotten all champions that I did not want, so we at least, had a decent pull there. Alright, but we're down to my last crystal. Yelena Belova and Okoye are both still evading me. Man, and this is Okoye's last rotation in the Titan pool. Okay, that's just one of those two. Yelena Belova or Okoye, or who I want. One of those, please. Alright, we have Okoye and High Evolutionary. Alright. So unfortunately, no Yelena, but that's okay. I think here, High Evolutionary is tempting because he's the new highest prestige champion. And while that would be nice to pull, especially considering I really want to have higher prestige champions, I think I have to go with Okoye here. She's just very useful, very good damage output champion, and she's actually really got decent prestige too. I know she's in the top 30. So I think with that, we're going to go with Okoye. I finally pulled her, and it took, what, half a year? A little longer? Crazy. But yeah, we're going to go with Okoye there. Alrighty. All in all, though, I have to say, that was a pretty stellar opening. Let's go and take a look at the new champions I have. Alrighty, so looking at new champions, we have an Awakened Carolina Dean, Awakened the Maker, and Awakened Nico Minoru. Very happy with the Nico Minoru, also Carolina Dean. And then other new champions, we have Spider-Man, Baron Zemo, Cassandra Nova, and Okoye. And then we also had a couple of good dupes there, Jean Grey, Spider-Woman. I think were the main dupes from the Titan pools that I remember. Yep. And also a couple of decent awakenings from the normal 7-star crystals, especially like that Atuma. Very happy with my opening today. Man, like I don't think I could have wished for more. A little bummed that I still don't have Yelena, but can't have everyone all at once though. So she still has one more rotation in the Titan pool, so maybe this next time I'll be able to pull her. That though, we're going to end the video here. I'll probably release a rank up video once the Act 9.3 comes out tomorrow. and getting all the rewards, I'll be able to take up 2 more champions to rank 4. And so I may take up 1 or 2 of the champions that were featured either from these new champions or some of my awakenings. We'll have to wait and see. I'm going to think about that. Thanks again though for checking out my video. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll catch you later.